Is everything coming up yet? I can't even... My whole streaming page isn't even loading. Oh, there we go. Maybe now it might kick. There we go. Now I can do the chat and everything like that. Now it's all behaving. Now we're behaving. Actually, this is why we needed the lines on. Ah, see, look, it's off. Alt home snaps the run line over. Let's cut this grass. Hey guys, hey Ali V, hey Kravitz. We're back into it. Hopefully this is all behaving. No more scrubbing or anything like that. I've had a whole reset. So it wasn't too bad to get things back right, I guess. God, I could not believe that was mucking around that much. Look at this, like, haymaking machine. I do think the widths are pretty awesome. But I'm thinking the windrower behind the mower, not the tedder. And I'm thinking that offset one would be awesome because then we can put it all to one side. Oh, don't need to beat it up. If we do show my lines, actually we can do a skip row effort. So is it all good on your guys' ends? All the volumes and levels and all that sort of stuff? Quality okay? Nothing else too loud or out of the control? Hopefully everything's better. Yeah, just give me the okay, or, you know, if there's something wrong, do let me know. This is pretty much a bit of a rush. Well, not a rush as such as it, yeah, it is. Going for a relaxed afternoon, playing a bit of FS, or yeah, late afternoon. I went to, well, I'd been spending all day pretty much in Blender. That's been most of my day's effort. So actually making 3D models and everything. So, first things is what I made is I actually made a shed, which I got in real life. It's all good, sweet. Obviously my delay on my chat's pretty good as well. Everything's come up green now, so it's pretty good. But from my end, what I can tell anyway. So anyway, back to what I did in Blender was, which is a 3D modeling software, not a Blender on the kitchen bench. That old joke. You're back too, Johnny. Oh, thanks, mate. With a case. Alright, we got a John Deere here, so it's all good. I sold the big John Deere and bought this case because the 8R didn't have the front weight, the front 3-point linkage. Can't hear the tractor is quiet. God, that's a bit of spam right there. Why don't you just like bring the revs up? How's that? That's probably a bit loud there. Might blow up when I use Blender. Oh yeah, the program that does me a bit. It's pretty much been a well, I know I started about 11, so it's definitely 6, almost 7 hours. just to make the shed that I posted in my Discord. Your message didn't send. Yeah, it's definitely spammed it. Is the levels right now? You can tell it's summer. It's getting warm in here. Thank God for water-cooled PCs. Keeps it all quite nice down. Anyway, so my plan is for today is, well, pretty much a midsummer, got to get away until at least springtime next year, so I got to put a lot of time in. And I'm trying to make hay, so we're going to get it to dry out, and now the forecast is saying rain, so I'm going for a real crazy effort at the moment. It's a great shed. It's a starting point. Definitely a lot more detail needed added, and obviously all textures and stuff, all that I've got to learn. I've had a little play of it ages ago, but I really got to get into it. Hopefully I can get all my modelling and stuff right, because I was talking to Game of Dragon on his Discord. Pretty much stated I really can't use anyone else's models, because what will happen is I pretty much I'll end up, they won't be suited for my area or for my yard and farm. That whole lot won't be suited. Anyway, let's fold these up. We could unfold the tractor. Now it looks like a machine, or everything folding up. Definitely using all the 3-point linkages to its limit. Yeah, we'll let that sit. Oh, yes, looking at my forecast. Forecast, only a little bit of rain. It's just only going to be a splash today at 15. So tomorrow morning, if it's doesn't dry out enough for my hay, I'm just going to windrow it up, because we get 3 days or 2-3 days, and then it's back to grass anyway. But see, it's good plus drying weather, so it should dry out for hay. If it doesn't, we'll just windrow it up, bale it up, throw it in the silage. How do I get the tedder on the back? Well, what I've done is I took this into Giants Editor and added the 3-point linkage to the back, then turned it around and XML file copied it. I have a little error, like it's still showing on the front, but it's not on the back. So now I can, I've added the 3-point linkage to the back of the tedder. It is suitable for going, like, connecting to the mower, to the front and everything, but it was just, I didn't like it all hanging off the front. I want it on the back. It looks so much better. The internet's playing up. Oh, that's not good. It's just like my mom was playing up. Alt C, that's the one we want. I'm starting to get control of the keyboard and everything. I think we'll throw this down in the shed here. So if that doesn't dry out by tomorrow's effort, when I wake up tomorrow on this game, we'll definitely just rin wire it up, bale it, get it sorted. Okay, let's take the JCB for a spin. Hey Camworth Aussie. It's working now. Yeah, it's a bit like that. I had to do a reset effort. Taking the biggest loader we got here off to do a job. So what I'm trying to do is, we're going to do some straw effort now. So I did have a telehandler with a straw blower on it. It kind of stopped working. Typical base game straw blower. You know, the ones you put on the front, that just really didn't work. It probably would be suitable if it was on the wheel loader. It's going good. We're getting control of it all now. We've had to have a rough start for the stream, really. Not much was working. Kept on cutting in and out, but yeah, it's internet sorted now, so it should be all sweet, Lancey. I had to do a reset on the phone and reset on the internet repeater because I actually don't have phone signal at my house. It goes through a phone repeater, which is this one. Get in here. So yeah, I reset the repeater, reset the phone, and then it's all come up sweet now. The bandwidth is holding its, you know, rated 3 megabits upload, which is, you know, supposed to be 10, but use the 7, 8, 10 on the rake. Yeah, will do. Got the big one. How do we turn this on? We're gonna go... Maybe later. We'll bring the trailer underneath. Fixing a skid car. Oh, not one of those jobs again. I got NBN. Yeah, I got NBN satellite as well, but we've got to wait till tomorrow till it resets. And that's why I'm normally pretty consistent and pretty good, is because I use my NBN just for streaming. I literally buy NBN for streaming and uploading videos. Gives me, you know, not good enough for more though. I thought the collision would stuff that up. Anyway. How good's the skid steer? How good is this skid steer? Is it gonna work? This is what I wanted to do. Mince it up. We've got way too many noises now on my headphones. People want tractors now. Oh my god. It probably is just a sniff too loud. It needs to be about 35. This barrel off yet? No. Stuttering a little bit still. Shouldn't be too bad. So anyway, there's about 100 straw bales. So at least doing it this way, we can get quite a bit of straw on hand. I think that's a bit small. Well, we could use the Terrion, but it's a JCB. It's supposed to do telehandler effort. I'm going to go with, I think that's enough bales. I guess I could steal the skid steer and buy like something else, but we'll let that work, munch away. Guess we could always do this with my grass. Yep, the brakes don't work well. I wonder if we leave it in the shed here, it'll dry out, but I think it will just rot away, so... I don't want grass in here, I want TMR. do the whole see how we go effort. I just want to pick this up off the floor. Still picked up the grass. Yeah, there probably is there. The JCB telly skid steer. Oh my god, that just put all that TMR as grass. There we go. I think I've just magically made it disappear. That's cool. Oh well. Give up with that then. We need the bucket on this so I can do some cleaning of the animals. Yeah, I thought the wheel loader might be better being, you know, the big site, or basically big 8,000 litre bucket. It's better for doing silage and cleaning, because we, you know, end up having 5 yards to clean, going around and doing it in one bucket. Well, that's 7 yards to clean. I've got 7 cow yards. Those ones up there hold 500 cows each. These are my little baby ones at 200 cows each. So what these cows, so the 100 cows I got now, well, it should be actually 150 cows I think, is what I've got now. About there is my breeding cows. So as you know, they get older, they'll be able to start to reproduce, and then we take the baby ones off, put them in the other yards, fatten them up. When they become heavy enough, we'll sell them off at market. That's the plan. Yeah, get them to about that year, so age, and then sell them, because that's when they're worth a bit of money. Probably your internet causing lag as well. Oh. Yeah, I'm still holding out where I've set up. I haven't seen the red flash yet, so. Come on. There we go. 1%. Which ones don't have a sniff of silage in them? I keep tipping into them. So the brown ones have got some. White ones have got some. Oh, brown ones have got none. That's it. How's my map going? Well, the map in Basics has got it completed, is the best way to say it. I've got all my fields marked out. I've just got to do the blue squares all over it, which is going to be great fun. But I've had a few other ideas on how to do that, so we'll get on with that in a bit. The other major part is pretty much now I'm just got to smash into Blender and make a lot of models to suit it. So make all the sheds, make all the objects and details and everything like that. So a few of the minor objects I can copy, but all the sheds and most of them, I got to get the feel right. So I'm going to have to get pretty familiar with it. And then the map's pretty much, yeah, not far off. So quite happy with it at the moment. Actually, we should take the John Deere back and put this down in that other little shed. This is the grass I cut yesterday. Pick some up. Is it hay yet? Still grass. It's cut grass. Yeah, my plan is to actually try and get it on Mod Hub and try and get it on console and stuff, but all that is, I can't be guaranteed of it all. It's definitely going to get released, because if it goes on Mod Hub, it will go on Mod Hub. If it doesn't, it will just go on somewhere else where all our PC users can download it. So, you know, a Facebook page or something like that. Or the crows are climbing through the shed. So yeah, the map will be released. My hope is actually for it to get on Mod Hub, but you never know with Giants. It might fail, I have never done it, so anything's possible really. But that's my aim and my hope and kind of dream. So now we got a few thousand litres of straw. Just gotta go and give it to the cows. So the other trick is with the collecting the manure for the whole straw bit is actually just to create a bit more of an income. So far I'm actually not doing too bad. I've held a reasonable money, had a few changes of machines, but that was more just trying to work out exactly what I needed and what I don't. And I've got some big tractors and I went, oh, I don't really need ones that big. If the water comes up showing red, it is red. It's the bare minimum to keep the animals at 100% done by the pump. It's in mid-season, so if you place that water pump near your trough, the place anywhere mod helps. So yeah, I did use the place anywhere mod, and I did use more trees and whatever mods that were, just to get, you know, everything anywhere. So with doing the place anywhere mod, which is available on PC, it's a script. You can actually place things where you're not meant to. So those water pumps in the right next to buildings and stuff. Trees right next to fences. Actually, trees in the middle of a building. You can do whatever you want. So. There's that rain we didn't want. It's going to deteriorate. So I got another grass field there. I'm tempted to just cut that and put that into silage as well. This one. So I've got a heap. I'm building up my slurry supply. I haven't done anything with it yet. That's more just to save it. Then we'll use that for fertilizers and stuff later on. So my other major idea was maybe buying another field and then start doing some rotation on the grass fields and stuff. I do like this trailer. It's pretty awesome. It's a decent size. Has a PTO, but the PTO is not connected. Oh well. That's a bit strange. This doesn't look like Lone Oak. Nah. It's full placeable, edited up map. Is it me or is that thunder? Either that or someone running through the middle of my house and it's like making big thump noises. So yeah. Yeah, it's a built farm. So there's the Lone Oak on the hill. Can prove it to you. There's Lone Oak. We're up here. So at the moment I own these fields. I need to do something with this field 15 and I'm thinking of buying another field. I'm thinking of either buying like 10 or 47 or something. Field 2 would be pretty cool. But we'll spend all our money on that, so that explains the cows, yeah. Or the cow yards. It's all placeables. You know, like these placeables here, these 4 there, hold 500 cows each. One's with storage, one's without. What's my moisture in this? Come on. 9%. It's hay. So I've worked out the hay or bales in this shed rots away. I've been awesome. So this is just a machinery storage shed now. So what do we got? We've got a couple hours to waste. Yep. I need to do something with that field. I'm thinking we lease a cultivator or buy one. $300 horsepower for that. Oh my god. You know, it's like we use this one. That takes 500. So what do you mean that one's going to take 300? It's only like half the size. Field 47. Okay, how's there's that? That's down here somewhere. Be down here somewhere. There's 44, 49, 48. 47's here somewhere. Has someone skipped it? That's an interesting there. So where's field 47, Johnny man? It's 41, 42, 3, 4, 5. There's 37. 8, 9, 50. I know I'm good, but wow, that's impressive. I did not know that field 47's missing. So that's good. It's not counted anywhere here. Someone's did a number count wrong. Oh well, I did not know that. It's a little up. There's 46 there, I guess. Oh, there it is, the little one. Ah, next to the sawmill. Wow, that is actually lost. That's called I forgot about it, add it later. Okay, I found it. It's a bit hard when it's raining. So keep back to our rotation of every. Oh, we should work out what we're going to plant in this field next. And I'm thinking, I didn't really want to, but we can purchase some of the like farming, like cultivating, a cultivator, a seeder, or a plough, a seeder, direct drill, a planter, whatever you want to call them, and harvesters and that. We can purchase all that sort of stuff. I haven't purchased any of that at the moment. I wasn't working towards that. I was actually working towards keeping the cows alive and actually in the positive, because I've still got 300 grand I can take out on the bank loan. But go into this setting here, and what I use is, hold on, all that off. It must be this menu here, field info on. What's that field info? Before was cereal, fallow, oats. So okay, following that, let's check out our rotation. What's my calendar? What do we got planting available? Nothing. We can go into canola again, or cereal, or oilseed, or grass. So what I say, there's a cereal, a fallow, and an oat. So cereal being a wheat, whatever, wheat, barley, one of them. Fallow, oat. What do we do now? We can go oat again. I overlooked it typo. Yeah, I know. Took me a bit to find the field. No, that was thunder in the game. That's cool. So if we keep... Yeah, wait. I'm thinking we should do like barley. We've done oats, done barley. Now if we did I'm trying to do the cereals, like the wheat, the oats and the barley more often because it gives me my more straw. I'm thinking if we went grass. Grass does take a bit out, doesn't it? So you can get your corn up. What happens if we put this as grass in here? Get a bit out of the corn. Okay, I'm thinking that would do. 2 grass, you have your wheat, your own. Yep, that's probably it. Okay, bye, Ali V. We're going to plant some grass in here. That's what we're going to plant in here now. And then judging by that effort there, we're going to plough up one of the grass fields and go into oats or something like that, depending on what they are. See, this is oilseed, this is grass, so this is due for a second grass. Still says grass. This field in here, what's this one going to be? Fallow grass. Oh, cereal fallow grass. Okay, so what's our thing? So we're going cereal fallow grass. Well, then we can go smash oats into it. So this one needs mowing and ploughing. So if we put oats in that one again, or something like that, and then we need to put oats or barley in another one. So to come to that, we still needed a cultivator. Wonder if we could purchase one, like at an affordable price. Because I do have the instead of a mobile plough, I need to make my like Australian Chamberlain plough or something in the works. There's another mod I can create. Put that in front of the traffic. Here. So I'm thinking we could actually go one of these disc harrows, being that they're reusable and don't well, they still require 300 horsepower. I'm gonna break it to you guys, but I don't think I actually have that. It's 175. We can do 300 on the case. That's a big bit. But what's my seeder? Is it a direct drill? Now I'm gonna have to try and get one of these smaller ones. It's 100, that 140 or something. Coon for 200. That could be it. Actually, yeah, that one at 220, 6 meters, 48 grand. Don't look too bad. 220 horsepower, and what do we got today? We're 175. So we'll see how it goes. It's always fun using low horsepower. And that's affordable. This can plant my grass as well. Wicked. That is 2 for 2 right there. So what I did planting this is I actually leased a seeder and a tractor and everything. So I leased like a 500 horsepower Steiger, 600. Actually, you can go this way. I'm driving the long way. So I leased the Steiger. Then I did a few planting missions and a heap of cultivating missions using the same equipment. So they're actually, well, pretty much doing those contracting jobs. I got my money back. Turn my GPS on. Zero my offset 6.8 actually 6.78. Always bring it down a little bit. Cool. Let's throw my show my lines on. Come on, bring him a run on. Okay. That's set A. Heading's 90. That's my heading angle. That's it. Back into working like no tomorrow. It was a lot quicker at 60 foot than it is at 18, 20 meters, and it is going to be at like 12. So it's still pulling it. Okay, someone's got their width wrong. Wow, that is good wrong. We're going to have to change this up in a bit. That's what happens if you set your settings wrong in an auto guidance system. That looks better. We're just going to have a little strip I'm going to have to come back on, so that's going to be a bit annoying, but I'll just actually lease a tractor and a planter, you know, of a decent size. Last time I leased the seed haul. The shortcut menus is Alt X on my keyboard, so I just hit that button to engage my GPS again. So you got to hold down left Alt X engages it. What you can do is the other trick I'll show you pretty quickly, because obviously me moving my run line, it's no, we're actually going to be on it. So what you can do is you hold down left Alt and you hit your home button, or your page up, page down. Home button will put the run line where you are. So if you use this run line and we get to that other edge and we wander along the road, we can actually go Alt home and bring us over it, or use it on this side of the road versus the other side. It can move the run line to where you are, so which is good. Some people don't like this mod, the GPS mod. I don't know, I find it quite useful because, well, it's like me in real life. I drive the tractor like this and I skip row uphill and I skip row back, so using this GPS mod in real life, DPS is real life, so the stuff about Diablo is the GPS info, so that tells you your steering wheels, your angle, the receiver's actually turned on, and the dots are your run line you're on, so as you drift over you can drift back from. Hey Captain Sim! Well, because I think it's just like using a hired help, where GPS like this is actually how I drive it, you know, this is how you drive a tractor in real life. So, it's a bit different. So the other one I did suggest is actually a light bar, so you can get rid of those run lines, and I can follow the light bar heading. But everyone that's driven a tractor in real life wants GPS, so, and well, without it you wouldn't do patterns like this perfectly. So what I'm doing is basically skip row, so I miss a row, or cultivate one, miss one, work my way up to the road there, and then I come back skipping each second row and filling it in. Skip row, you can and can't do it, it's up to you, but I do it because you don't have to turn the machine as tight, and as you can tell, I want to try and keep it into 2 outside laps as a headland to finish it all off. So that's how I do it, that's how I work every other time. I try like doing 2 laps, 3 laps, it just seems to take that bit longer. Some paddocks you get into, like we were doing it in that smaller paddock, 3 laps you have most of the paddock will be completed. I wonder how our grass is going now, it's that rain gone. It feels like I was trying to avoid like cultivating and ploughing and stuff again, being it's what we do like every other time. Yeah, last live stream we were doing contract cultivating. This time it's in my own farm again. See, I was trying to avoid doing the contracting at Straining. Pretty much, I was just trying to avoid the, earn a bit of cash, and we probably earned a good 100 grand on it. So it has worked out for the best. Come on, there we go. But really, I was just working on doing half this field and then go from there, because it's going to be night time. Well, it's almost my 2000, so we'll probably only get a few runs in, and then I'll park up and we'll leave the cultivating, because tomorrow's plan is actually doing the baling. Hopefully that grass will dry up. If it's straw coloured, then it's hay. Okay, well at the moment it's just that yellow. I've got the little scan tool to work out whether it's hay or not. The problem with the Alt X is make sure you push the Alt before you push X, because X folds it up on you. And why are we having a strip again? Oh my god, that is so annoying. Got to get this. It's probably not online early enough. Look. I'll try and bring it in now more narrow than what it's supposed to be, so I don't miss any. And there's going to be a big triangle there anyway, so whatever. See, I think it's just hay coloured at the moment, so it's still got to go to straw colour. So hopefully it will dry overnight. By tomorrow it'll be dried enough. Like, I might tether it tomorrow again, just to have a go. This little strip's annoying me. Can't leave it. Oh, I should turn that help off. Still grass, still 10% moisture. Was it actually going to get... I was supposed to read up on it and jump on the realism modding blog and actually get it all. I'm pretty sure it's going to be under like 5% moisture or something to be hay. Hold on. Let's go for the 9-hour nap. 5:30 in the morning should be about. Almost 6. Sweet. Well, actually, let's jump over here. Let's have another look. Look at it rot away. Oh. It's rotting away, so I don't know. Not that one, this one. It's checking the ground. Well, it's rotted away now. Come on. That's supposed to flip it. And no, we're not resetting it because it resets it over to proper line oak. Looks like half of it's rotted away. Oh, whoops. You reckon it's checking the ground? Which one we want to do? We're going to take this skill. Like I said, we're going to bail it up anyway, so when tethering's not going to do anything by the looks of it. I really should have the one with GPS on the wing roll, so it always, see, that's grass. Well, let's get you right. Let's see. That's the ground it's checking, yeah. 23, 10, 33. Okay. We'll get the baler. Might have to swap those two over. This one. Wrong one. That's not what I wanted. That to be dropped, that's what I wanted. Let's see what the baler tells us then. God, everyone with season seems to struggle on making hay. Supposedly you could get away with just cutting it and make it. This comes in saying, it says hay. We may make it. It's not drying it up either. So the tether is actually doing quite literally nothing at the moment. Only half of it's hay, Johnny man. So you're saying the couple of strips I mowed before the start of the stream are okay, but what I've done during the stream's not okay. Come on, Case, out of the way. He seems to be the one that reads the manual. Well, I did read the manual, but that was like when it came out, and then you throw it over your shoulder and hope for the best. Don't really need the tether, so all that effort of me purchasing the tether was pointless then. Should I windrow it up behind the mower as well then? Goodbye, cribbits. Well, come on. Yeah, this run line. Yeah, so we're still set for our width for the cultivator, so the rest is actually making it up. But the beauty of the GPS is it can be nice straight, sort of. Actually, hold on. So, with it like this, can we windrow it and then it will dry up? Or do we have to let it dry out on the ground and then windrow it up? Because so far it's just dried out on the ground, not in a row. And tethering just speeds up the process, so if I leave it on the, well, you want it pretty quick, otherwise your grass rots away. So if I leave it as behind the mower, it just speeds it up just because. Or is it actually got to let it sit for an hour, then tether it? Because I know in real life, well, the mower comes out as a windrow, pretty much like this, and then we tether the windrow over, so we turn the windrow over, and then we bale it up, just to make sure it's nice and dry underneath. So literally, we hay rake it, and then an hour later so pretty much both ways still works. So even if I leave it in the windrow, it'll still come to hay. So I can windrow this up now for pretty much. Well, we could do it. We'll do a windrow of grass. It's more, will it dry in a rake? don't miss any. Losing it as it is. We only got 4 bales. So who else in stream has actually played seasons and tried to make hay on seasons? Who's tried to do the hay contract and actually failed it big time because it's been like the middle of winter or something and it hasn't dried out properly? I was more thinking, because I did all that effort with the mower, I can put the windrower behind it and just drop it all in a row and then be a lot neater and then try and do it in one pass, so then all I have to do is come along with a baler when it's like right enough. Was kind of what I was actually hoping for, but so far it's been a bit of a strange effort. This one. So we only got 1 day left of summer, so I don't know how many hours you reckon it's gonna. It hasn't really showed up our strip that we did in the middle, so. Such a TOJ. Yeah, many YouTubers have tried it, and yeah, I know that. That's why I know it's difficult. I know Gav has tried it a few times, but he said it was a very, very painful stream because he was set out to do it and then just, yeah, really struggled. But we'll see what we get to. We'll roll it up like this and we'll see what turns. You kind of need to know because I want to cut that next field, so we might go on and cut it and roll it up. So I'm thinking I might actually, if you reckon tethering it's not going to make a difference, Warn, it's not going to help me either way having it or not. Should take about 5 in-game hours. Not real life hours. Well, this should be done because I left overnight. That's 9 hours on it. Plus all yesterday drying. So we might sell this rake and the tether windrower. Because I know it, I think it only works in summer, so you might, and depends on your drying rate for your weather conditions. I know that if it's it's plus 2, it'll take 5 hours. If it's only +1, it'll take twice as long, I think. So you've got to watch, so you know. Come on, Rose. So if we go in our forecast here, see how it's It's +2 there, all the way to 15. So which is your 5 hours, so it should be, we should have it. Like I said, if it's not, if it doesn't go to hay by the end of this, or end of the day, so we've got the clear sunlight, yeah. I'm baling it up anyway, so. I don't have to. I was gonna sell the rake and the tedder. I actually like doing this afterwards. I like doing this headland afterwards, taking it out. It's so much nicer when baling. So what I was thinking of doing, Johnny Man, is where is it? Selling both and buying this one, which is 110. But that's my 9.1, so that would actually sit behind my mower, which is 8.4. Because all your other windrowers, well, that one's 8.5, but that is a prick of a windrower. I got the 14, not the 9. I was thinking this one might be sit behind there better. Yeah, because then we can put it all out on one side. That's what I was more planning towards. So how much would we get if we were to sell them? 49.5 and 12. So if we work on 50 and 12, that's 62. So we're 62, so we're halfway. What I would like to do is actually make a tedder that goes on the front, so you can tedder it then windrow it, like at the same width. That would be pretty cool. But I reckon I'm making a proper hay rake like I have in real life. So that literally just moves the windrow over to one side, but flips, like it turns it over. So you grab the windrow here and it moves it to 3 meters one way because it rakes the windrow over. And so you pretty much can mow it and go around the other side and get in the tractor. Well, this is going to be the big mower, so we're going to have to get this right. So I'm going to go and get in them. And then the Johnny I normally put on the auto loader. Because if I'm going to make hay, I've got to get it done pretty quick because the season's going to change and it's not going to be the best. Can you... So thinking you've read the manual, can you actually make hay in autumn and stuff? We could just hook that rake on behind this mower as is and see how we go. I reckon we almost give that a go. Because then I could rake it up and bale it. Because I got this field here to do. Oh, hold on, other way. We'll do a few more bales. So yeah, question is, what was it? Yeah, do we sell the the rake and the tether to buy one rake. Okay, so I can still make hay in 4. That'd be good. Because that's what we're heading into. Still took it up as hay. My guess is it just takes what's dry and doesn't take what's not dry. We'll leave those rows for a bit longer. We'll bring the autoloader in, and I got a bucket of stuff I need to get out of the shed. Bucket of grass. Hold on. This one. How's my bucket of grass going that I was hoping for one day to turn to hay? I put it in the shed to dry it. It didn't work. Not out, in. Oh well, that bit will rot away. There's a bale right there. So that's grass, that's half-turn dried hay, and that's fully dried hay. Wanted the difference? That's the difference right there. Let's screenshot that for later knowledge. Hay on the left, semi-dried hay, grass in the middle. So that's the difference. Let's do that unrealistic like shortcut. So what's our forecast now? Is it going to dry out? Do you think we'll get it? I don't think we'll get it. We won't have enough time. We'll have to wait till end of tomorrow. Well, it's going to rain during the night, so we're going to have to wait till tomorrow morning to at least cut it. And then it might have a chance. So it's not going to... So we're not going to get it tonight. I think 3 tractors is like kind of the number, but I'm hoping to really get number 4 as like a big one, so like the Steiger or something, or the, you know, John Deere RTX or something. Well, especially if we went... Try and extend the season. Like, I want to, but I don't want to. If I don't make hay this year, I won't make hay. I'll just... Yeah, I've got cash, I'll just buy some in. I was more like I can... Last time what I did is I actually dropped the time. As you can tell by the one grass bale on the thing. I slowed the time right down, so actually like yesterday, or you know, there was 2 game days there. I spent probably 10 hours playing, but what I did was slowed it down to real time, and I mowed it, raked it up, and then baled it, put it in and made it all into those silage bales. So I'm not stressed if it's wet. Like, I'll cut it all and put it in a silage. Like I said, even if I'm not really stressed, it's more like this field, we're just giving it a go. And the other trick we learned is actually if you leave the things on here, they don't rot away. So on the auto load is better than nowhere. So we got like 2 hours. We better rake up, bale all the rest up. Go the other way. So you know. So this is going in as grass now. It's better than it rotting, I guess. It should be back to like 4 days before it rots. Like. You can't predict the weather, so extending the seasons and playing with the time is probably sort of cheating the system as much as I want to, because you have failures, you have stuff up, you know, whether it gets too wet to harvest and stuff, and you lose your yield. All those weather predictions and efforts I'll actually want to keep a part of the game. So yeah, it's going to go as grass or hay, whatever. I'm going to have to go through with the forks and work it all out. Like I said, I was going to pick to about this time, and then we're just going to bale it up, and it's going to go as it goes. If we get hay, we get hay. If not, it'll be grass, and I'll make silage out of it, sell it, and buy some hay. because you'll easily make the cost back for per bale per bale. Like, you know, you could sell 1 bale of silage for 2 bales of hay. Better than letting it go, yeah. These are the decisions you make as a farmer. So it's sat out here for 2 game days pretty much. Too bad you can't get hired help on the baler. Oh my god, that was very, very quick. The yield's pretty good, surprisingly well, so. One grass, one hay. It is all over the place, isn't it? Back to grass. Yeah, well, in the first one there, I did change the time like I did yesterday, yeah, pretty much. I'm not going to do it again. I'm leaving it on times 15 and we'll take it as it takes it. But I'm more just trying to build my stockpile up. Like, I was more harvesting and getting all that straw away. You know, there's times I've actually, you know, gone back to square bales pretty much just as I'm harvesting. I'm baling it as I go. Or even just forage dragging, you know, picking it up behind the harvester. So it doesn't rot away. I've actually set it up once before, set it up and follow me behind the harvester, the baler, and just going around with the auto loader, and if it gets wet, I'm just like, yep, stop the harvester. We got 4 hours to pick them up. This is pushing the friendship right here. The pressure's on. Luckily, this is why I've done 3 little fields. I did one the other day, done one here. Then we're going to wait till fine weather, so we're going to wait for a couple of days of predicted fine weather again, and then have another go at it. Come on. It's almost definitely like real life, like role playing as much as it can be, isn't it? Season's so slow, boring, repetitive, but you're still like under the pump trying to get jobs done because of the weather. Does create a method. I like seasons, one, because you can actually be busy doing things, but it also slows everything down. Like if you're just doing cropping, you got yourself some time. Probably 2 bales left. This is why I've also got that auto loader, just so I can be picking them up quickly. I'm not staying behind for so long. That took half of that. Yeah, the WAGO. I have ideas. I got to set it up. I've actually looked into it. I thought about it, like making it. Someone else has had a go at making an Australian geo. I'm thinking I need to make like a Midwest geo, where you get a wheat belt one pretty much, because that's like the mix of the summer thunderstorms and the hot dry summers where all the leaves dry off. That sort of effort is where I want to get to. They can stay there till next time. Down to 2 hours. 2 to 3 hours. We're going to have to drop all these in the shed, and then we're going to have to go over them later. What's grass, what's hay, because I can't tell the difference now. I'm thinking I might put this in the big shed and then sort them out, and all the grass ones we might pull off with the. I really should get it like a front end loader on one of these tractors, but with the skid steer and just stick them on the flat top. So I might stick them where the wheel loader is. So yeah, I have looked at making the geo. I will probably get there. Hey Farming Simulator guy, how you going, mate? Yeah, making a WA geo, and I was sort of gonna give it away with my map, because I was hoping to make my map with it, so then like have multiple sheep yards, so all the like half the fields, or ones with fences anyway, some of the small ones, could be a grass field that you actually can cultivate. So this field here, if it had a fence around it, I would call it a sheep pasture. So all you'd have to do is throw your, I'll implement the water trough in the corner, and you'll only feed off the grass here, and maybe a self-feeder. So we've had a go at making hay, but we've got rain coming in, so we've had to bail up. We're going to put this down in the big shed. We're about 1800 on the weather forecast is rain, so within the hour we're going to have a wet field. Another thunderstorm coming in. So we're doing a whole rush. So there's hay, and then there's grass. It's only going to show bales. So the trick with this, I found, is actually drop it there and drive forward. I'm good. How are you going, Farming Simulator guy? So we're gonna have to if the quality's gone downhill, sorry, my phone coming off my phone data, and it's been a bit much lately. It should clear up, but pretty much we're just picking these bales up. I might go through and mark them, but we're just on a rush to get before the rain. And then what we're going to do is pretty much, because the next day, judging by the forecast, is wet, so it's not going to be till autumn, Friday, Saturday, so probably after the next thunderstorm, that we might actually get into that, the next grass field, and I'm hoping in some time. So my next plan is actually to plant the next crop. I'm thinking we might actually lease a direct drill set up again to replant that instead of cultivating like we were. We should cultivate one of these grass fields up. How's the map coming along? The map's coming along pretty nicely. I've done most of the work. Whoops. I've done most of the layout, all the fences are in, trees are in, fields are marked out. I've got to do there's about 1 or 2 fields along the edges I've got to keep going with. That's not too much of an issue because I really don't know what I'm going to do down there, so that's going to be sorted out later when I've started working out what I'm placing things and where I'm placing it. And I've got a bit of work to do with marking the blue marks out so the computer knows where, so your computer field missions and stuff are all get marked out. That's what I've got to do as well. Besides that, I'm onto Blender now. I'm making 3D objects and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, working on Blender, learning how to make models. I've made a shed, I've posted a few pictures on my Discord, and that's pretty much what I spent today as. Fold this up when it's done. So what we've got to work out now is which ones are grass and which ones are hay. So what I'm going to do is bring the skid steer over. We'll probably back this tipper up in here, back it along there, and we'll throw all the grass ones, all the hay ones and straw ones on that, and bring all the grass ones, leaving them in here, and bring them on maybe on the auto loader again, pick them up and just go and make another roll of silage, wrap them up. The fields are pretty much, I'd say probably online with Lone Oak. A few smaller ones, a few bigger ones, probably not as many, so there's a couple of big ones. Like the biggest one is marked as 31 hectares, which in real life is actually like 200, so the scaling's a bit different. I probably need to make the scaling smaller next time if I ever was going to do it. So I've learnt a lot now from doing it, so there's a different, yeah, sizes are pretty much a little bit all over the place really, to be honest. In real life, 415 hectares, so just about 1,000 acres is my biggest field. Yeah, I got one that big. And I've marked all the boundaries out. There's a few tree lines in it, so it's actually like 4 parts to a field, so it's probably more like 4 fields. But yeah, that's what it's like in real life. See, I need to set cultivator is ploughing. Don't know whether that actually, if we need ploughing on our field or not. No, but it most likely could be, because then I can cultivate the grass field up, because I want to cultivate all this in. $40 acres, yeah, it's a big field, like, yeah, but my map size is probably, the biggest field is bigger than this. It's probably about 39 to 42 to 50, like it's a good gap, but it's probably more about that size. You could always cut it up and do parts later. I should work towards, actually, I'm going to lease a big direct drill. I'm going to direct drill this into something, and then I'm going to direct drill, I don't know, what do we say? We actually worked this out in the rotator. Oh, we're going to go into grass on it, that's right. And the front one down the front there, I'm actually going to cultivate up. I should have been planting. Maybe this one in here we might cultivate up and put this one in as oats then, and then actually purchase another fill. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 fields. So it would be good to have this one and that one in sync. And that one and this one. So now I've got 4 fields. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what I'm thinking. Maybe 4 to 5 or 6. So I'm thinking I might actually purchase like field 2. Field 2 and maybe field 9 or 10. See, I was always thinking we could do 22, but see, this is the size of the fields I'm working with at the moment. 15 is the biggest one. So you can go to field 2 quite easily. We could do like field 36 or 38. If we purchase like that one, 36, so I can afford that later on. So yeah, we've got a bit of cash I need to earn and everything like that. And here comes the rain. Oh well. Anyway guys, thanks for sticking around. See you all next time. We've managed to get there in the end, but thanks for watching. Bye.